Hello and welcome back to my garden. Today we're in my vegetable garden and I have a few projects to do with you. I want to plant my David Austin roses that I have in a plastic pots, and I really want to transplant one of my fruit trees. I will show you in a second and explain why I'm doing this. So let's start. And actually this is that tree that I really want to transplant. And this tree is a medlar. I don't know if it's a common tree or not. It's from north of Africa, I believe. And it has orange fruits and they're really delicious. We love it so much. And we have two of these trees that they're rather big once established, and they're evergreen and they're casting really dense shadow. And right now you don't tell it, but once they get like big and established, they are just huge. And actually this is not ideal place for this tree just because everything underneath it won't be able to grow. So that's why I want to move it. And actually we have two of these trees. One of them was replanted just a few weeks ago, and you can see that it's kind of sad right now and sunburned. But the most important part is that this growth is looking upwards, meaning that it's still alive. And yeah, definitely there is some damage on the tree. I'm not worried about it. It's a really tough plant, but yeah, we don't need to stress it, and that's why I want to replant this one right now. And actually this tree was planted here only last year. That's why right now I do believe that I'm gonna be okay with this transplant because its root system, actually we will see, but I don't believe that it's too expanded into the native soil, and it's still rather compact, so I can dig it out, and probably that would be not that stressful than to allow another season for this tree to grow in the same location, to put roots down there, and then I will cut them to get this tree transplanted. So we shall see. If I'm right, then we will see a rather compacted root system. And yeah, I need to be really mindful about keeping the root ball of this tree rather wet, and that's the most important part. And other than that, just wish me luck. And I was right, the root system wasn't too bad, and I've just cleaned the area a little bit. I need to bring more soil there to make it just even, but right now I want to switch in preparation of the actually hole for the tree, and I'm gonna be adding compost there because I will show you, but I'm going to be putting it in a rather dry corner of the garden, and this corner was empty for quite a bit, and I just want to put this tree. It can grow, it can get massive, and actually that's going to be absolutely fine there. And to give you an idea of this part of the orchard, so here we have newly planted fig trees, and I will keep them rather compact and low, at the same level probably as these peach trees that are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous right now. And then this is another medlar. It can easily take all this space, but we shall see how it goes. We can prune it, we can really keep it rather compact, maybe not too compact, but rather compact. And now we are moving to the place where I want to put the second medlar tree. And this is the new location for this tree. And right now it looks really random and strange because we have our gates here, but you know, they will go and the fence line will be different, and we will have the fence going straight from there. So there's gonna be enough space for this tree to grow and to develop. And I do believe that it's gonna be really smart decision to put it here. And this is the tree itself and its root system. So yeah, I need to plant it ASAP. Okay, I've made a hole and I found some rather impressive roots. I don't know, probably that's this fig tree, but it's rather far away. And right now I want to cut them and then continue with planting. Right now I'll be burning some compost, putting it into the hole, burning some water, and then just covering everything with the soil. And here is the tree. The root. Okay. Now it won't be on the way of a new tree. And the tree is planted. Yahoo! Super exciting. And I'm super happy. The location right now seems to be off, I know. But just trust me because we're gonna be changing the fence line. And that will all make sense in the end. And right now I'm switching to the second part of this project today, and that's going to be planting this two David Austin roses, one of the which is Strawberry Hill, probably this one. Yep, Strawberry Hill. And this is Boscobel. Yeah, Boscobel. So I know the placement for this Strawberry Hill, and for Boscobel I need to take a look and to find the perfect location. So I decided where I want to plant my roses, but before that I really want to prune back this shrub that didn't make it through the winter. And actually this year we had like super rainy weather for us, like really super rainy weather, and we had standing water here in the garden for several weeks. And right now I can see that a lot of plants just died back because they rotten. I've lost a lot of irises, I've lost quite a number of salvias, and you know, it's a little bit sad. I've lost a lot of time, a lot of things. But right now I'm looking like, okay, I need to wait before I will dig all these plants out, just to be sure that I'm not making a mistake, and maybe this year it's taking them longer to wake up. Everything is possible, so I'm just okay. Now we're waiting, and after that I'm already thinking like, okay, we have a small window here, okay, we have a small opening here, okay, we have another opening there, and maybe I can pick something really short to put in and to make it nice. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating to see a big portion of plants right now still kind of sleeping, but it is what it is, and I decided to be optimistic. Still, I do believe that some of the plants will wake up, and just to go on with that. And now the only reminder, like real reminder, that all of that can be for nothing and the plants might be dead, that's this shrub. So first, before planting roses, I just want to prune it. So now I can pretend that I'm just waiting for this shrub just to wake up. Okay. And now getting back to planting. So I have my rudbeckia, I have my peony, I have my tulips that will die back really soon. I have my verbena, another peony. So as you can see, oh, and this is chrysanthemum, and I really hope that it will wake up. So here, there's gonna be a perfect space for rose, and this is Boscobel, and I do believe that is gonna be lovely, and that will add the structure to this area. My camera died when I was filming this part, but hopefully you will see how I'm planting this rose. And it's absolutely lovely, and this location hopefully will work really, really well. And now I'm moving to the place where I'm going to be planting Strawberry Hill. And here is the location, and right now there is lantana growing exactly at this space. And let me show you what I want to do. So this is the garden. Here we're getting in. Here there's gonna be a working table, potting table. Then we have all the soft fruit garden. And then I do believe that the beautiful arch like this, that's gonna be just perfect one day. I can't find the one that I will like both in design and the price point. But hopefully one day I will find something, or we will do DIY, because I want it to be rather tall and impressive, because the pathway is wide and I want it to be like a statement, boom. And then we will have this strawberry hill growing on this archway. We don't have archway, we don't have anything, but we have strawberry hill. And another thing is that it's not really huge climber, so for several years I can just pretend that it's a big shrub, and as it's just in the end of this flower bed, so I don't believe that even if it gets like big, that's gonna be a problem. I don't think so. So right now I need to remove lantana, and maybe it's dead. This one is dead, this one is dead, this one is dead. And we have the location for Strawberry Hill. I will move this flower somewhere else, just because I don't believe that it's a good idea to keep them both. And then this is, yeah, dead, dead. So now it's just the perfect place for this one to go. I heard something, let me check. And this is gonna be it for today. The roses are planted, the tree is transplanted, and I will switch the camera and I will show you exactly what I'm thinking about this rose. And yeah, now I have another 30 minutes to spend in the garden, and probably I'm gonna be weeding something. I have a lot to weed, but I'm making progress, and that's the most important part. And probably right now that's a super busy time for all of us, or maybe for you a little bit later, but you will catch up and you will get in the same fever. And yesterday I was in a vegetable garden. No, in a gardening center, and I saw all the seedlings, beautiful seedlings, and I was like, yeah, I need to start. I need, yeah, just planting vegetables. That's the next step for me. And I know, I've told you that this year I want to finish reading of everything and then start planting something, but like, no. At least right now, I want to put something into the ground, and that's gonna be probably the next video. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye. Oh, and I've promised you the explanation about this rose. I thought that even if I won't get an archway, I don't know why, but maybe there is a beautiful space for the obelisk to put and to grow it into the obelisk, and that's gonna be like beautiful accent in the end of this huge flower bed.